Here,
Fat Jesus,
See,
you are here,
we can hear
brother.
you now if you like talk.
Hello.
See,
Testes,
there we go.
testes. 1,
Okay,
2,
now we're
3,
gonna
testes.
try-
I mean,
And we are live.
I think that's true.
Live.
Live, bitches.
Oh man, how's it going? This is Unlikely Role Models, episode 25.
25 bitches.
That's
how we roll.
I don't know that we have a. I don't know that we have a button that does the.
Is D there tonight? Oh, he's going to say D's nuts. I know it's coming. I
said
Way to go, Captain Obvious.
And he did it.
He did it. Did he? Did it? Oh,
Turbo Tony.
Turbo Tony. I like it. Here, let me. Let's get into it a little bit. Last episode we got blocked on the TikTok.
That's an insane amount of fireball.
It
Yeah,
is. It
he
really is. I guess we only really need 3. Travis is not partaking. Yeah, it's not mine. I'm not a fireball person or guy or anything.
Yeah, you explained that a lot though. So like,
I know I'm not gonna rehash it. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's always a lot. It's never gonna stop being a lot. It is.
So
what it is.
Ross Boss, we float around a lot. We usually start in sports and BS, and we just throw us a topic. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. No. So and tonight is definitely gonna be a little bit random. So we've got a couple of buddies here tonight. We'll introduce them here in a second, and then and we did zero prep for this podcast. Zero. And usually we kind of have like a little bit of a layout kind of set up and a little bit of a formula that we follow.
Right now, we're just trying to wing it.
That's
You
what,
know, that's what it
we're
is.
just winging it tonight.
Got through college doing it. Should be easy enough.
That's right. We're gonna give it the old community college try, is what we're gonna do.
Chance the Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
Yikes!
Listen, we're not miracle workers.
The only way that's gonna happen is if they get Cam Newton, the quarterback. Jesus. There's this great back and forth with the guys over at Mostly Football that. Nate, who's one of their guys, said that Cam Newton was going to be a top 10 quarterback this year.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that did not age well. It really just did nothing. Oh, you know what?
The Bills were playing tonight.
Oh, yeah.
The New England Patriots.
I did not.
Yeah, they're winning.
Are they winning?
The Bills are. Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised in any way, shape, or form.
I just need Josh Allen to pop off on my fantasy. It's going to be a tight race for me this week.
You know what I didn't do this week that we're kind of struggling on? I definitely didn't hook up that TV.
Nope.
And we
sure didn't.
But We're okay.
Oh, you're killing it, Diver. I'm just saying.
I'm
you
t-
got it going on, bro.
Hindsight's 2022, right?
Well, if you only can see through one eye, it's only 20.
It's only 20.
That's it.
Oh man, it is what it is. Let's talk about kind of
I
what's.
want to know what the man is chiefing over on the right.
See, which right are we talking about? Because your right is different than our
I
right.
think it would be Travis according to them.
No, I don't think
No,
that's
well-
our right that way. But if they're looking at him, would that be the left?
This way.
His right, so it'd be Travis.
It'd be Travis. Okay,
so we're going that way.
So-
All right.
So
This
the-
guy.
the answer is nothing tonight.
No.
And nothing for a little while.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get into that. So let's get into guests real quick.
It's the old nicotine.
Let's get into our guests. So to my immediate left is Mr. Walleye himself.
How y'all doing tonight?
He
Walleye checking in.
he's been on the podcast a couple times. A good buddy of mine. And then to our far right is Mr. Travis, aka Fat Jesus, no longer Fat Jesus,
I know.
aka Ghost,
Dude.
aka hide your mothers. He's coming for him.
Like, how are you doing it, brother? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Looking at killing it, bro.
So I obviously hadn't seen you for it's got to be at least a year. I felt like at
Right.
least. When I walked in, I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Right?
And I put it all together, and I was like, "You said, yeah, Fat Jesus is gonna be on tonight." So I'm like, coming over to see Fat Jesus and meet
Where's
Slim
he at?
Shady.
Dude. Kyle, trust me, dude.
So we're gonna fill you in a little bit on that. So the background story on that is that Mr. Fat Jesus, aka he's Ghost now. We're gonna go by Ghost only. He used to be bigger than me, so he would have been. You're a little bit taller though, right? You're 6'1" or
Just
something.
6 foot.
6 foot, so a little bit
On a good
taller.
day.
And it was up to what my weight is now, 315, 320, right?
Yeah, it's 320.
And now you're weighing in at a whopping
180.
oh man.
this guy's
I don't
fucking
remember
killing
being
it, bro.
the last time I was 180 was maybe senior year in
Fourth
high
grade.
school.
I think I was probably 11 or 12 when I was 180 last.
Oh man. And so we're gonna get into some backstory on the weight loss and all that too. But let's get into some recent events. Let's get into how was your Thanksgiving, Kyle? Let's
Slim Jesus.
Slim Jesus.
Slim
I
Jesus.
like that
That's
too.
right.
I like that too.
That's right. Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
How was your Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Kyle?
So my Thanksgiving was good as far as so we rent out the whole senior center because I have a big family that comes and we don't want to be crammed into a house. And it ended up it was really good. My cousin's son was playing around with some of the other kids and stuff, and he ended up tripping and he smacked his head into the corner of like a wall.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, I hurt my head. He left a dent in the corner. Like he didn't dent the wall, he dented the corner. And yeah, I'm sure his ear just looked gnarly the next day, I'm sure. But
so not bad enough to where he's getting coloring books for Christmas for the
no,
rest of the time. Or
no, I thought we were going to be making an ER run, and it was a lot more mild than
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I'm sure it hurt like hell,
Oh,
but
man.
no, he pulled through. He's strong, but
So he fared better than Mickey Joseph's wife. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Here we go. Here we go, boy.
the dents are on both of them here.
Oh my God, it's so horrible.
I'm sorry, it was right there. I had to take it. We'll get into sports in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll save that one.
Well, that's awesome. And I already know the Travis's Thanksgiving. We'll talk about that here in a minute. How was yours, Walleye? How was your Thanksgiving?
Well, we had some family come in, and it turned out good for a minute, and then it turned into a shit show.
See what happened.
And
what had happened? According to the police report,
Karen showed up.
obviously, you get some people together and you try to have a good time, and then you have too much alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And then
Let's be realistic.
Shit starts getting
There's
awry.
no such thing as
That's
too much
it.
alcohol.
Wait,
Unless you're driving a steamroller.
Wait,
or-
easy, killer. Because I'm just saying, you know, when shit, you know, you got family, you got this side and that side, you know, and you're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden, one little instant goes awry,
Oh yeah.
and then it just gets fucked off.
Oh no.
You know, I mean, that's. I mean, we had a good Thanksgiving. It was family time, good times. You know, can't break the tradition, but
the tension was thicker than the butter. Is that what you're saying?
Dude, you could cut it through a fucking knife, dude. I mean, it was fucking horrible, man.
So for us, we had a pretty wonderful Thanksgiving. I had Travis over here had family stuff at a different day, so we lucked out on that. I invited him over. We had a good time. We had a good meal. I did that same smoked ham that I did last year.
Okay.
On the grill. That turned out really good, right? That
Yeah,
ham
it was
turned
tasty,
out
man.
for a
Good turkey,
$12 ham. Phenomenal. Just
and it fed like what, 2 people?
no. So last year, it's okay. So last year I went out and I bought one of those like $12.99 like farmland hams.
And it was like this big.
No. It's a loaf ham.
Yeah, it was,
Right.
it was like a football, man.
So instead of like being like a pig leg
Right.
ham or whatever you want to call it, it was like a loaf ham. But I kind of like diagonal cut both ways, and then I mix up a honey and maple syrup and bourbon glaze.
That fan's going again.
Oh no, dude!
Third episode in a row, bro. Get it together. Can you jump up and just turn that knob all the way to the left? Don't forget your headphones this time.
That damn
Travis, we told you he was going to be the audio technical difficulty guy.
That's it. That's all I got.
Thank you,
that's
sir.
the last one.
Good, bro. Good.
Dingleberry's 4321 is
what a fantastic name.
What a great name.
Dude, I love it. That's
one
awesome.
of us is hotter than a spoon on Hunter Biden's house.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Coming in hot.
Just says you're hotter than a spoon on Hunter Biden's house.
Oh, so I'm guessing
there's a 1 in 4 chance it's me.
So I'm gonna call not it.
That's the best odds I've had in a long time.
not it. I'm calling not it on that one. It's gotta be. I'm gonna guess it's to the right of us. Is what I'm guessing.
Who's right?
You're right.
You're right.
You're right, motherfucker.
Left to
Slim
right.
Jesus.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Slim Jesus. Fat boy Slim Jesus.
No. The thing that trips me out about seeing Travis, AKA Fat Jesus, is I saw him on the 4th
when he
of
was
July.
fat. When he was fat Jesus.
No, he wasn't even fat. He just had like the beard and like the hippie looking dude, maybe a little bit fatter, but I saw him tonight,
I would call it a
was
dad
like,
bod. Like
I get
a
that.
dad bod XL. I would
honestly-
never say really fat.
No, when I saw him, he was not fat at all. That's just what his nickname was. You know what I'm saying? And he come in tonight, and I was like, "Who's this motherfucker?" And they're like, "Oh, that's Fat Jesus Travis." I'm like, "What? What is going on here, bro?" I mean, no bullshit.
Focus both eyes on it.
Well, I've only got one, so I can't go on 2. All right.
Use your good eye, man. Come on.
I didn't see him going.
Yeah. Hey, wait. I was like, wait a minute. Hey, let me freshen this up. You hear me? Yeah.
Are you stink eye me?
That's what it is, bro. I mean,
Because like, oh, that's all hate me. I know. All I see is like back in the 90s, everything like, oh, if something looked crazy, they went like this, and then he doesn't. He's just rubbing that fucking one out.
So
Just
this
like-
guy's got fucking jokes because I'm walleye. It's all good. It happens like that sometimes.
Why is your eye all red? I don't know. Draw some lines on that other one. Make a match.
Pink eye only
You gotta
affects
be
people
fucking kidding me.
50% of the time.
50% of the time, it works every time.
God, dog, man.
So we anyhow, back to Thanksgiving. We had a great Thanksgiving. We had a really good time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We shot some darts. We had a good time. Oh, Tina's on here. What's up, Tina? How are you? She went to a Husker volleyball game tonight. That'd be
Right on.
Yeah.
that's probably the only volleyball game that
I
I'd
love
actually
watching volleyball.
So big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan. As long as they're 18, big fan.
Well,
Big,
yeah, I
big,
mean,
big fan.
Need a good heavy machinery story related to Thanksgiving.
Heavy machine. Oh no,
Heavy
I've got-
machinery.
I think I have the Thanksgiving story that trumps all Thanksgiving stories. Should we go into this? Okay, so at one point I was a volunteer firefighter in a small town in Nebraska, and the thing I hated most about holidays is
What's up, the chemist?
there we go. The thing I hated the most about Thanksgiving is you had one of two calls. It was or holidays in general. It was either a domestic assault, which was a husband and wife fighting or whatever,
Walleye's family.
Right, yeah.
or you had a DOA of some old relative that was just hanging on until Thanksgiving or just hanging on until Christmas.
Well, they had to get that wishbone, bro.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I'm
and
saying?
then-
I
and
mean,
then
they had to get
cracks it and then
everything.
they're gone.
Done.
So we got a call on Thanksgiving one year in this small town, and we get out there, and this guy's garage is on fire, and half of the side of his
Oh,
half of the
no.
side of
Tried
his
frying a turkey, didn't he?
yes. So let me tell you how this went. So the half of the siding on the side of his house is on fire. So this guy is not 3, not 4, not 5, but at least 6 solid sheets to the wind gone. Like he is not on this planet. And he takes a frozen, I repeat, frozen turkey. Man, Angie Sutton hopping in here.
No,
Ain't too much
don't
word.
tell me. Don't tell me
So
that.
he takes a frozen turkey.
And he went,
And he hung it up with like a pulley system with like an eye hook on a rafter
Sounds legit.
and a rope.
I think he thought it through. He was
no,
Yeah.
that's some
No.
redneck
Yeah.
shit, dude.
And then he told us that he wanted a beer can turkey. What does he do? He takes an unopened natural light and shoves it up this turkey's ass.
Of course, it's a nag.
As hard as he can, because you can't get it up there because the turkey is fucking frozen. And he hangs it on the hanger and drops it in and watches as it
Blows the fuck up.
like
I mean, I'm just saying.
No,
I've seen this
Like-
scenario play
like
out
the
for
Bellagio-
Everyone knows water and oil don't mix. So the
Yeah.
daddy didn't help.
like the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas drops this turkey in as it erupts upwards and splatters all over his fiberglass garage door and just engulfs his
Oh,
garage.
Jesus, good God.
In flames.
Yeah.
And then so he goes and gets the hose and starts spraying the greasy fire garage
With water.
with this water hose.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
Should have just poured more natty on it.
oh
Yeah.
man, God.
Right?
So he gets there and he's just like super disheveled outside of his garage as he's trying to explain everything. Garage is in shambles. It is almost completely gone by the time we get there. It has melted all the siding off the side of his house. It
Okay.
is done. And we're just like, I
So,
guess we'll
real
put this
question
out.
though: how was the turkey?
I don't know. It was
Turkey's fucking.
No
I-
one
I-
was curious.
I- I'm
Turkey's
telling you right
great, but
now,
his garage is fucked.
when we so the pin itself had such a like violent thing. It was like been out and broken and everything. Like the pan exploded some. So like
Okay.
it was a rather violent explosion apparently that caused this entire thing to happen.
Ross says it
we
was
should
probably a
try and
little dry.
recreate that.
Oh my gosh. It I don't know. Maybe it
Controlled
tasted
experiment.
maybe
Right.
it tasted great, but I don't know. I've never tried it myself. I'll tell you that right now.
I
But
seen
yeah,
this thing on Facebook the other day. It says, "Don't want to host Thanksgiving? Burn the turkey. They'll never ask you again. Follow me for more tips."
I mean,
Right? Exactly.
that's
That's,
a-
what
that's a good
happens.
one.
You know, you got a bunch of family that shows up, you know, and they're expecting a great, you know, Thanksgiving and meal and everything like that. But it always turns into a shit show
Yeah, you just make,
everybody, starts.
just make something they don't like.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
there you
saying?
go.
I mean,
I
that's how
smoked
it
my
always
turkey
happens.
this year, and it turned out really
But-
good.
Honestly, that's the family tradition, bro. I mean, that's just how it
You
goes.
know
what
so
I'm
you're saying if nobody believes with a black eye, it's not Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, if you take your eye out and you can see some boobs, that's all I'm saying, bro.
Your family does different things than ours.
Oh man. Anyhow, so Thanksgiving was good. So let's get into the last episode a little bit. The last episode we got shut down early.
Oh yeah,
on
I
the
forgot it was TikTok.
So the reason we got shut down early
Shadow ban
is because we were talking about pew-pews.
You guys did something naughty.
No, we were
Because
talking.
I wasn't on the last time.
So
my
last
brother.
episode we had his brother, and we were talking about deer hunting season,
oh, right. So you're stroking a buck or a doe.
and we were talking.
TBK 124.
Oh, Caleb, what's up, buddy? And we were talking about pew-pews a little bit, and boom, TikTok just shut it down. Gave us a 7-day ban.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't really a really in-depth conversation about anything.
No, we were just talking about realistically, we were just talking about different types of pew-pews and
the calibers
and hunt,
yeah.
hunt deer and whatever. And no. I think what did it is your brother talking about pew-pewing himself in the finger and whatever, what happened from there. I think that's what probably did it.
Damn pew sticks.
Yeah. And we can talk about that. If you guys didn't watch that episode, we'll talk about his unfortunate incident after the episode. But it makes for a great story. It really did. So how did deer hunting season come out for you?
I just took the one buck, but I still have muzzleloader in late season, which actually worked out just fine because then I only had to do the one.
So you got a couple tags left then?
I have a statewide left that I can use for muzzleloader.
Oh, nice. So you're gonna just bag a doe then? Like try to bag a big doe or what do you think?
No, I'll probably take another buck and just call it because I'm building that walk-in freezer now.
Yeah.
And I got my meat processing stuff, so I'm probably just gonna buy more pigs and cows.
Yeah.
And so before I didn't have all that, and I just did the deer.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like I'll just expand and
so
the deer was I hunt for meat, not just like the sport and stuff.
Well, no, so
that's what it comes down to. I mean, I'm a deer hunter, and it don't make a shit if it's got horns or no horns, as long as I can provide for my family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Mega 44 says pew pews rule. Yeah, or pew pews rock. I agree.
Well, yeah.
So I'm actually looking into stuff to figure out how to tan deer hides. So there's a chance if you end up doing that, I'll hit you up and then I'll take your hides from you too, and then try to. So there's like it's literally
You're gonna make a coat.
No. For leather projects and stuff like that.
No, it's
Okay.
actually.
Can you make me a loincloth?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
George of the Jungle style. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Caleb
Pat
said he'd
Jesus.
tan your
Dude,
hide.
yeah.
Ba-da-ba. There we go. I looked it up, and it seems like it's a fairly simple process. You can do it like a 5-gallon bucket.
That's how you know it's not a simple process.
Oh, no,
I
right?
found anything that seems like it should be a simple process is never a simple process.
I will agree with you on that, but I mean, I'll give it a whirl twice.
I mean, I only started processing meat 6-7 years ago, and we did that whole cow last year. And I'm YouTube trained. I had no formal training other than YouTube.
It turned out great. We should have double ground their ground beef. That's about the only.
I think we should have, but it needs to be a little more frozen. So we learn by our mistakes. And I also feel like I'm the only one who did any research beforehand.
Oh, I watched some videos.
I watched I watched 80 hours worth of YouTube videos.
So
wait.
To
Just
process a cow.
second. Wait, Kyle, just like you watched 80 hours of YouTube videos just to
Process
figure
a cow.
out to process a cow.
Yeah.
Okay, to process a cow or a deer or anything like
No,
that.
he had done a bunch of deer before.
Okay. I was just trying to understand the
No,
situation.
I was prepping up for the cow.
For the cow.
I didn't want to go in blind and
right.
just
no,
figure it out on the run.
absolutely, brother.
So-
I hear you.
And then,
you
it
wanna
turned
use
out,
both eyes.
honestly, I did think that for what we did, and for I don't want to say we, for what you guys did, and I did 5% of at the end because I was busy and I wasn't able to get over there. For that cow, I really felt like a third of each wasn't a ton.
It really
It
well
didn't
because
seem
I
like
don't
a
think
lot.
so. He took them off feed and stuff too, so I don't think they were like the best cows, but it was a free cow, so it was the best cow I had.
Oh, yeah.
I agree, and we had
Take
talked
what you can get. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
and we had talked
absolutely.
about it, and we knew that kind of going into it.
And I
Right?
feel way more confident doing the next one because of what we did with the one.
Yeah.
But if I didn't get help from Tyson from the meat hook there in town,
in Polk, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
I don't think it ever would have went as smooth. Like,
I think we should try to have him on the podcast. I think it'd be cool to talk about.
right? So I have found in that process though that like butchers in general, like at the shops, are the nicest people on the planet Earth who are just dying to tell anyone about what they do. Like,
It's like
you
guys
ask
that-
them questions.
that
I
have
went to
food-
like 4 different shops, and everyone's like, "Oh, try this. You got to do this. Oh, I can help you do this. Here's this. No, take this knife. This." Like, just
No, it's like
they
it's
were
like,
so
it's like
ready.
it's like us with
help
fantasy
teach
football
someone
teams
else.
when we just like, no, listen. So I got 2 quarterbacks this week, and I'm not sure what to do with my quarterbacks this week. Nobody gives a shit about your fantasy football team, but you, not a single person. gives 2 shits about your fantasy football team, except for you.
Fuck your fantasy shit.
Oh man. Okay. Mega 44 hops in here. You fuckers are making me hungry. Honestly, the processing the cow, I helped for 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe at one night. And I felt we've talked about this. I felt terrible about it and everything, but it is what it is. My schedule is crazy and it's what I could get done with it. That silver skin is a whole different thing.
Oh,
Like I've processed the deer before. You don't have to mess with any of it compared to the cow is like a whole
Yeah.
different ass.
if we were
thing.
able to double grind it, that would have been because like so the butcher shops, like their grinders
Yeah.
are obviously a lot more expensive and better than mine. But they have a hose in the center, and it basically has like another scraper. So when it's going through, where mine would get clogged up if it wasn't frozen,
Yeah.
theirs all gets there, and then it gets shoved into the tube and then pushed out somewhere else down the hose.
Right,
And the
yeah,
meat just
yeah.
goes in, so it separates it within the grinder. Where I'm
Yeah.
like sitting there taking it apart and
Oh,
cleaning
yeah.
it off
Oh, yeah,
every
yeah.
5
So
minutes.
you did way too much work. I
It-
mean,
it was-
Absolutely.
Oh, and then
I hear you.
Absolutely.
and then it was too warm, and so we had to like cut it up into chunks, put it on cookies,
But-
put it in the freezer, freeze it down a little bit so it's easier to grind.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
With that being said, though, I mean, we each took a good handful of steaks and roast and everything like
it
that.
really wasn't bad.
And we were only 100 in a piece, and we probably got, I would say, maybe 100 pounds of meat a person.
oh yeah, easily, probably
Easily.
at least
right.
probably 30-ish pounds of ground beef, give or take, right? 20-ish something, and then like 7 or 8 roasts a piece, a bunch of sirloins
Yeah.
a piece, a bunch of T-bones a piece. You know, I think it worked out really well.
No, we were hunting this year. They were going to try to put cows out on the lot, and he's like, "You think that's going to bother him?" I'm like, "Oh no, the slower deer are easier."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You guys might not like it, but
Chickens go down easy. Oh man. All right. So here, let's get into a beer real quick. We'll crack that around, and then we'll talk about sports. You want to start on the sports? Let me talk about this beer. So this is New Belgium Voodoo Ranger series. This is Liquid Paradise. This is a 7.8% ABV.
It says Voodoo Ranger. On
Yeah,
it.
and it's an IPA, but this is a very, very juicy IPA. I'm gonna pour the 2 out. Mr. Fat Jesus, aka Ghost, aka Travis, is no longer an alcohol drinker, so he's gonna not partake in this. You can give him a little whiff or something if you want to. If he really is like,
do you want to whiff my juicy?
I'd rather smell your breath.
Hey, would you like so basically
close,
what
baby.
Divert's saying is, would you like to smell my tank?
so we're gonna after sports we're gonna get
Smells like
into
the rest of them.
we're gonna get into the interview
Just
with
citrus.
we're gonna get into the interview with Travis, but let's give this one a taste too.
Oh, so that's what we're tasting. Yeah.
So there's some dank. There's a little bit piney, but it's pretty juicy and not. It's pretty mellow. For 7.8 makes it kind of sweet too.
It's the back half that kind of gets there a little bit.
Yeah,
But it's not super piney compared to like some of them, right?
Oh no, not compared to some of them.
no.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty good.
The longer it sits there,
It's
the more
not
I think
piney.
about
It's
it.
just got that.
I think this one's pretty good. This is one of my favorite out of all of them. Now that I've had this Liquid Paradise one is pretty good. This is right up there.
It's not bad.
Compared
For my-
to Travis, compared to what you've had, this is kind of like how that Wild Onion brewery stuff is. That that Misfit stuff. It's kind of right in that range. It's a little bit juicier than that, but it's right up there. So, okay, you want to dive right into sports? You want to talk about? Do we want to talk about the gleaming elephant in the room a little bit?
Oh, I mean, might as well jump right into it.
So we found out this week that Iowa is not the only thing that Mickey Joseph can beat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So Mickey Joseph, the interim
Was
head
it
coach,
still an ugly win?
it was yes. It was real touchy until the fourth quarter, and then he just drove it home. So Mickey Joseph,
Caleb's having 4 roses.
oh yeah, there we go. He's a big bourbon guy. So Caleb and I met through, I want to say through bourbon groups, but Caleb's a huge, big. He lives out in Seattle. I want to say Seattle, Portland area in Oregon, anyhow. And he's a big craft beer guy. He's part of my craft beer group and stuff like that. And shout out to TBK124 on TikTok. Go and check his channel out. He gets way better stuff than all of us because he's a bastard. And it's like Great Notion and stuff like that, which is arguably one of the best breweries in America. And it's like in his backyard. It's like, I don't know, 20 minutes from his house. He's such a piece of shit about it.
South of Seattle.
So he's like right there in the mecca of like craft beer, like the best craft beer in America, and he just lucks out. And then I know she doesn't watch the podcast. He lives very close to easily the hottest beer girl on all of TikTok that's a friend of all of us. And I'm so jealous because he's missed her a couple of times, and she's got like a big, beefy, like military husband, but nobody cares. She's incredibly hot, and he's lucky to be real close. I know she doesn't watch a podcast, so we're safe. But
but he might.
she had a thing the other day, like a thing about like how much she would make on OnlyFans or whatever, and I was like, all I was thinking in my head is like, I don't know how much you're gonna make, but I'm definitely looking up on Reddit. Like I'm gonna figure it out.
As a friend, I can only support
Right,
you in your business
I'm
endeavors.
gonna support you. Maybe not financially, but I'm gonna support you one way or another. But yeah. So anyhow,
You were talking about Mickey.
Mickey
Joseph.
Mickey Joseph on Wednesday this week, which is the weirdest day to get arrested, by the way, at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, got arrested by Lincoln, Nebraska PD for 3rd-degree domestic assault and strangulation. You either get strangulation or you get 3rd-degree domestic assault. You very rarely get both. This motherfucker took it home. So the Nebraska statistic is during a Nebraska loss day in Lincoln, Nebraska, domestic assault goes up 60%. That motherfucker been holding out all season. Just waiting.
All loss just piling up. Just
man,
came out.
you know,
So you're gonna break it out like that?
And I don't want to make light of domestic assault, but all I think of is like, I've got to be like a Rihanna situation, right? She probably told Chris Brown he couldn't dance. And then this bitch probably said, how'd you get replaced on your day off? And he just like socked her and he's like, what are you talking about? Oh, man.
I mean, I'll be honest. I never would have saw it coming from him. He just seems so down to earth and everything. And it's like, what?
Well, she got down to earth real quick, too.
Yeah. She got strangled, bruh.
Oh, man. I messaged you right away on this. Don't get me wrong. I called lots of people right away on this just because I had that Iowa beaten thing in my back pocket right away, and I wanted to be the first guy to say it across the board. when there's a joke that is just that good, you just have to get it. But that being said, I called you right away on it, and I asked you, does domestic assault mean anything but the wife? And the answer was absolutely not. It's got to be the wife.
It's gotta be the wife.
And it can be in a certain situation a brother or whatever that lives in your household. However,
You should just call those assaults.
that is nice. I may or may not know, because of personal circumstances, that I could beat a person that I don't know to within an inch of their life with a baseball bat and get a lesser sentence than domestic assaults. I don't know how I know that, but I know that.
Well, at least we know how he beat the fuck out of the Hawkeyes.
At least, right? He had it set up.
I had a thing I put on, 1011 News is going to like ban me from their Facebook page eventually. But I definitely got on there. I was like, it's a huge conspiracy because like Matt Rule is the new head coach. Hopefully he comes in and does some stuff, but he's getting in like new coaches. He's just getting rid of everyone. He's starting fresh, right?
Yeah.
Well, they need to get rid of. He wants to get rid of Mickey Joseph, but after this year, if he was just to fire Mickey Joseph, Nebraska would automatically start hating him. So I'm like, they obviously fabricated the whole thing so they can have a good reason to let him go without everyone hating them.
So here's the difference. Matt Rule gets what, $78 million for, is that what
he
it
gets
is?
$9 million a year.
But what was the contract? It was 8 years or 8. It's a crazy amount. It's 8 years, and it's like it's I don't remember what it was.
It's like 70 something million over 8 years.
But so it's tremendous amount, right? And then you get bonuses for blah 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 blah. And Mickey Joseph was making $600,000 a year. All it took is like a little smidget off of his paycheck to go, listen, just fire him up a little bit tonight. Just you take one for the team. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Well, you get paid like a monopoly man. You know what I'm saying?
So here's what I will say.
Now
Matt Rule makes you believe in football again. That guy is a politician, right? Like nobody believed in Callahan. Nobody believed in Pelini. This guy makes you believe.
I believed in Frost, and that kind of shot me in the foot.
Well, let's talk about Frost for a second. How are you gonna?
Do you think he still goes to the country club, or do you think they all just hate him there too?
No, absolutely. No, he's in hiding. You have to be at this point, right? He's cool in Florida, maybe.
Yeah, you think he'll probably move out of Nebraska.
But like, how are you gonna have stuff come out about you like too drunk to go on recruiting calls and stuff like that? Like, it's come out half-backed. This is your home. This is
you betrayed us.
Should have been your dream job,
and you fucked it up.
And you just piss it down your leg.
Fucked it up.
But we're gonna get the coach that wasn't good enough for the Panthers to come in here. But what did he do for Temple? He did great things for Temple, and then he did great things for, I don't remember what the other Baylor was the other one, and he had turned them into winning season or something.
Now, I don't think they were quite in the same shape that we are, so I'm hoping.
No, Temple was 2-10 when he took over. 2-10 when he took over. The next week they were like 8-4, or the next year. The next
3-10.
The next year I think they went 8-4. And then they just kept going.
We should have put him by the door. I forgot about his excessive potty breaks.
Oh yeah, he's got a bladder
of a 3-year-old.
He's got a bladder of a child. But I forgot. You know what? Now that you say that, I definitely
the eyes of a mummy, the bladder of a child.
Oh man. So and now he's got to go around this. Okay, so for all of you looking, you can kind of tell a little bit, but it's like a damn obstacle course to go through to go around the front of the
Ninja Warrior.
Oh man. Redneck Warrior to get across the podcast table. Oh man.
It's a field sobriety test.
So let's talk a little bit other sports. We got the Chiefs picked up Melvin Gordon III to the practice squad from Denver. So Denver didn't want him, so we just went to sign him to the practice squad.
Yeah.
However, we released DJ Moore from our field goal return team, I really feel like that's where we're going to put him.
How much do you get paid to be on the practice squad?
It's like 300,000.
I could handle getting my ass beat every day just to be getting paid
the fact
much.
that we picked him up, we have to pay the rest of his contract out from whatever Denver had. So he's probably getting paid a couple $1 million to be on the practice squad for us.
I could handle that.
Oh, for sure. No. So
I would hold the water bottles for him. For
water bottles.
The backup field goal kicker in the NFL has got to be the best position in the NFL, right?
Right.
Because you're on the team, you have to be on the team, because they only have so many. Oh, look at this guy.
He's like a ballerina.
Okay, so while we're on that topic, though, with the punter stuff,
okay,
I've always had a theory. So, like, when you look at the Huskers,
you fucking kidding me?
we call fair catch 90+% of the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
We never return. We just call a fair catch.
Yeah.
What I'll never understand is if we're calling fair catch 90+% of the time, why are you not just in the block every time?
Oh yeah, just blowing people up.
Send them in to block it. If they don't, then okay, they do that. But then, like, as far as like they want placement kickers, and these kickers not great. Don't get me wrong, they're phenomenal, but they can kick it through the end zone. We saw that at the Iowa game, etc.
Oh no, so here's what I'll tell you.
No, you hold on.
Okay. Listen to this fucking guy.
I let you go off on your tangents. It'll be 20 minutes from now. I want to get my point here. On my best day, with the wind at my back, I'm kicking that ball 40 yards, right?
Oh, yeah.
40, that's all.
On my best day.
On your best day. 40,
So,
that's it.
Okay.
When they're at that point where they're trying to get the placement kicker, they're like, hey, don't kick it as hard as you can. Just kind of try to get the land here. Swab about, put me in. Like, I'm not kicking it through that goal. Like, I'm not kicking it through the end zone. That's the furthest I'll ever get.
That being said, our punter, the best punter in the NCAA right now. That guy kicks so pure. He kicks spiral fucking balls, dude. We went to that Wisconsin game. There was not a punt that was less than 50 yards long. And it was there was not a quarterback on the earth that could throw a better spiral than the kick that kid kicked every single time. I was more surprised than that on anything else. There was Apache helicopters and great looking cheerleaders and all kinds of things. And I was more mesmerized by that kid's punts every single time. There wasn't a time where it went end over end, nothing. It was a perfect spiral off that kid's foot every single time. And I'm like, you can't teach that by any means. Like, that's just poetry in motion. That kid's just kicking.
He's been around the block.
Just kicking aces all day long. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. It was 10 minutes longer or slower than you thought, or less than you thought. Oh man. You got anything else for sports at all? The
LeBron James is calling it quit.
Yeah, no, he's not. He says he is. It's not happening.
Tom Brady said the same thing.
Yeah, and look what happened there.
3 times.
Cost of a divorce. The Iranian soccer team lost to the United States soccer team at the World Cup, and they all got arrested. Did you hear about that?
No.
So the entire Iranian soccer team lost to the U.S. in the World Cup, and it was said that upon arrival back in Iran, every single soccer player was arrested for treason or something like that.
That would suck.
like
injury right there.
Right? All I can think of is like the
72 virgins,
like the dictator, like that was Sacha Baron Cohen, like the dictator going like
don't say nothing. Don't quit. Stop what you're doing.
I mean,
we lost.
Do you think they had to know or whatever? Because I'm like, I wouldn't go back. I'm like, actually, I'm gonna just chill here.
Yeah,
I'm a refugee now.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff with this. There was like you couldn't do rainbow flags or something like that at World Cup because of where it's being held right now. All kinds of crazy ass things. But then Iran loses So they like, all you motherfuckers are in jail. Ooh, look
They're
at
not used to playing on
Hey,
grass.
hey, do you want to find love in your city? Apparently, because YouTube wants us to find love in our city. I'm gonna go ahead and block that user, but that's cool.
The odds are in our favor, I guess, because
I
it's
mean,
not a very big city.
It's not. Yeah, there's
It's more of a village.
Well, do you really want those odds?
no. It's the same girl. It's for all four of us. It's the same. It's the same chick.
She's drinking whiskeys at the bar right now as we speak.
Yeah, no, straight whiskeys, not whiskey
Still
sours,
spaghetti tops.
not whiskey sours. The same, and the fishnets are just to keep the crabs out of the way.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Here we go.
All right. So now that we're done with sports, let's get into this. We're gonna get into the interview part of this real quick. Oh, God damn it! There's girls for you. Find yourself a hot girl here.
I believe in search history.
I don't.
You quit looking up Pornhub.
I mean, yes, probably, but at the same time, I don't know where these are coming from.
Yeah.
Wink. I just but yeah. Let's get into a little bit of interview. So Mr. Ghost over here and I have been friends for about 3.5, 4 years, probably now, right? Four-ish years. We found friendship through a mutual contact, and
I guess you could call it that.
that mutual contact had two really good things about her, and that's where it stopped. And we just happened to like both of those things, and then it just kind of developed from there. And that's all we're gonna tout into that. But we're best friends now. Eskimo brother.
Jesus Christ! Here we go with that.
And now we're best friends. He's gonna be the officiant at our wedding with my beautiful fiance, and we've gone through a lot, from rainy days on the back patio listening to Right Into the Storm on a little bit of a trip to, I mean, we've gone through a fair amount of everything. But you have gone on a journey over this last year yourself, kind of. Well, no, not yourself. With your dog, which makes it sound way worse, honestly, when you say it out loud like that. But with your dog accompanying you, okay? Yeah. And you wanna kind of dive into a little bit of what started that and what kind of transpired there?
Well, basically, my ex-wife, she stopped letting me see my kids and kind of went on a downward spiral. So I just threw away or gave away all my stuff, converted my minivan into a camper. Actually, here in this garage, in this driveway, I built my van and just started traveling all over the United States, the western half of the United States, down to California, up the coast, spent some good amount of time in San Diego. That was a trip. Then went up to Washington and up in Montana and just everywhere in between. Just living in my van with my dog and
LIVAN, living the dream, brother. You know what I'm saying?
It was a trip. It was a crazy journey.
So when you left here, Jiminy Christmas, the girly sites are really getting at us today on this YouTube thing. So you built it all here, obviously, and then you went straight out to Cali, right? You went out to your buddy's place in Cali first thing, right? And then so here's out of my memories, this is what I find the greatest thing. He calls me and is ecstatic. Okay, hey, we're gonna join this weight loss journey into this a little bit. When he leaves, he is 200,
320 pounds.
320 pounds when he leaves. Call from the desert. So he after you built the van, you stayed around here for a little while, couple months, right?
Couple months, yeah.
And grilling steaks on his air fryer, hanging out with his dog, playing his guitar all day, out at like head gates and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Hanging out with Dave and
Dave. Yeah.
Who's the other Dave and why do I always forget his name? What's that guy's name? Do you remember? Smitty, something like that. Ain't right.
Fuck, that was a long time ago.
Oh man. Okay. Anyhow,
There's a lot of.
He said hello. I just saw him a month ago.
He
said hello. I just ran into him a month ago. I don't remember his name off. But anyhow, a couple buddies of ours, and so he does that, and then he goes out to California, and he calls me, and he goes, "Bro, I got to tell you about this." And I was like, all right, what's going on? And he goes, "You got delivery out here." And I go, "Okay, okay. What you pizzas? What were we talking about?" And he goes, "No." So I'm sitting on the beach, and I called up, and less than so many minutes later, they bring me pre-rolls ready to go in my hand, and I'm ready to go. I go, wait a minute. So you didn't have to go to a store. You didn't have to. No. They just came and put it in my hand. A guy on a bicycle.
I didn't even have to give him an address. I just location of where I was at, and they showed up. I was like, "This is sweet."
So
they could probably find anyone at this point.
Living the dream,
information.
It makes like the novelty of what we thought was funny in Half Baked really seem dismal compared to what the reality is now. You get sandwiches and things delivered in your hand, same time for nothing. So at this point, you also stopped drinking, right? So you used to be my compadre, my partner in crime. We used to drink inordinate amounts of alcohol together. And then you stopped. Did you stop before? You didn't stop before you left Nebraska. You stopped out in California.
I stopped when I got to California. I drank one night with my buddy when I first got there, and then that was the last time.
So, but your buddy drinks, right? Or no?
We quit the same day.
Oh, and he is he still held up too?
He's
so you're at
like almost 17 months.
Jiminy Christmas. I'm telling you right now, I ain't making it 17 hours, and it's not because I'm like an alcoholic by any means. And maybe I am.
Let's get this shit straight. You ain't making it 17 minutes.
No. So sober October. We talked about this on sober October. I said I'm gonna just stop, right? And then I had a day from hell the first day of October, and I came home and I said,
"Detox is hard."
I said, "No." But it was just one of those things. It was the day after the end of the month. It was rough. We were trying to get a bunch of stuff accomplished. It was kind of just a shit show. And I came home and I was like, "There's no way I can do my job and be sober." I was like, "Fuck it." like I'll try November, I guess. And I feel like if I just wanted to like just do it just to do it, I could probably do it. But at the same time, I have no desire not to drink in any way, shape, or form. And don't get me wrong, I feel like I've gotten a lot better about it. When we used to drink together, we were drinking a lot all the time. And now I'll come home, I'll drink like 2 or 3 beers, I'll go to bed crazy. And if people think that's crazy, I kiss my ass. I guess I don't care. But in the grand scheme of things, I keep it pretty calm. I don't really drink a lot of hard alcohol. I'm just a craft beer guy. That's what I do. That's how I drink. But that's what we were. We did it for a long time when we were then whatever. And then we participated in bar sports. So we were both big dart players and whatever, and that was part of it. So you're having to learn, come back, and you're kind of getting in the swing of things again. And you're having to learn sober darts without alcohol? You're having to learn.
That was difficult. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting it back, but yeah, I was sucking there for a while. I was like, this sober darts thing sucks.
So to kind of get into this, and this is another one of those positions, just like Kyle's position that we're not really going to dive into too hard to give out specifics. But you're a cop again.
Yeah.
in a kind of about way, not necessarily specifically, but enough that like that's part of a thing, you know. Is it a weird turnaround to be that again after the other way so adversely? Like you kind of like rebelled against that, that lifestyle for a while and whatever, and
life's a trip, man, and the journey takes you down many roads, and this is just where it's taking me.
So
L-I-V-I-N, brother. L-I-V-I-N.
life's
You know
a
what I'm
garden,
saying?
you gotta dig it, right?
That's the way it is, man. You just gotta roll with it. You just never know where the roads that take you next, and this is just the path I'm on right now.
But you come back, you got lots of positive things going on in your life. You got your kids are back in your life. You get to spend time with them again, and
Yeah, well,
you're kind of
it's still rocky with the ex. So
Yeah.
I'm still working on that.
oh no, yeah, you got a big stick coming her way that she's not ready for quite yet,
Yeah.
and that's working its way out. And then you push yourself back into the dating circuit, which so I want to talk about this just for a second. We're not going to get into specifics. We all here are above 35 minus one of us.
I'll be 42 in a week.
So can you imagine, Kyle, at your age, which you're younger than us,
That's right.
can you imagine trying to go back into the dating pool right now?
It's not easy.
No.
I tell you right now, I'm opting
It
out.
really does.
There's
Okay.
if stuff didn't work out, right? So stuff didn't work out with your wife. Nah, I'm buying a camper.
I'd hook up with you, and we just have our house.
You know what? I don't remember. There was a comedian.
I've seen the TikTok of the guy talking about it. I'm like, you know what?
Right?
I think it could work.
Oh yeah. You don't have to engage in activities to be gay.
Yeah,
you just make it cool on paper. And you guys watch football together, and you eat steaks together, and you don't have to worry about drama.
Just
I
the
won't
tip.
have to.
I promise. Just the tip.
No.
That's it.
No. For each other's birthdays, you just get each other hookers or something.
I won't yell at you for not coming home.
Oh man. Oh, what were you doing? I was having a better time than you sitting at home. Oh, cool. Next time, invite me out. That's how that conversation would go.
We should do golf.
Oh.
How'd it go?
Oh man. Why didn't you invite me? That's how it would go. I just
Well, there's a lot
sister of the craft
we didn't
brews.
want you around. You
What's
know what I'm
that?
saying?
Sister of the craft brew says she's 48 and rather stay single
Oh
in
yeah.
today's dating scene.
No, it's dismal.
Oh, absolutely, bromance.
The dating
Nothing
pool.
makes sense in it.
No, the
anymore,
dating
you know?
pool is bad, and some peed in the pool. Like,
Yeah.
it's
But
not.
they didn't do it in the pool. They got out of the pool and peed in the pool.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Okay.
Whoa.
Remind me to talk.
I knew we were gonna have that conversation.
Remind me to
Taylor.
talk about it. Okay.
God, no. That's rough.
No, we got it. We got to think. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it after this. I want to get it. I want to get through this dating thing, and then we're gonna talk about this.
He's been holding in a while.
Oh man, I totally forgot about it. Now you got me jazzed up about it. So, the dating pool.
Why
is,
do y'all look like you clap when the plane lands?
He's
the
all
plane
worked up.
lands.
None of us can afford plane tickets, bro.
What's a
That's-
plane?
we don't do that. So anyhow, I think it's funny. Getting into the dating pool is at this point, I feel like it's trying to join the Special Olympics. It's just something I'm not for. I think it's terrible.
Well,
I think
I
the
use
dating
that
pool is
very
bad.
liberally getting into the dating pool because
That didn't work.
I'm not really searching very
Why is
hard.
it
Times two.
Here we go.
3. There we go. Let's
Okay.
spill half of it on the ground. Hey, I just said,
there's a sneeze of beer on the ground.
dude, all I'm saying
This
is you have to have better technique than that, okay?
Shut up.
You
Hey,
fucking
I didn't
stroked
use
it
your
3
belly button or
times
something
and
by this
you
point?
fucking just now got it open.
I didn't break the bottle, so that's something. So okay, so
You want me to drink that shit? You gotta be
Yes.
fucking me.
I'm definitely not doing that either.
No, yeah, you are.
So this next beer we're
Don't
gonna
give me
get.
as much you.
Huh?
Don't give me as much there.
No, it's okay. It's okay. There we
No,
go.
I'm
So-
actually
So
scared.
this beer we're getting into is as aggressive. I will say that. French Toast Bastard is the name of this beer, and it is a vanilla, cinnamon, maple, bourbon barrel aged Scotch ale coming in
Oh.
at a whopping 11.1% by Founders
Okay.
Brewery. Founders Brewery is out of it's not showing me here, and I don't remember. I want to say it's out.
It doesn't actually smell that bad.
No, Grand Rapids, Michigan. No, yeah, it smells good,
So-
fresh. You can smell. It smells pretty good. It's
So-
just there's just a lot going on.
So
Like a
basically,
cappuccino.
Yeah,
so
it
basically,
smells
what you're
like a
telling me
coffee
it's supposed
drink
to
or
be a
something.
breakfast beer.
Oh, yes, but
Breakfast?
Like
Yes.
a syrupy
Like, so you're
cappuccino.
telling me
It's
that
like maple syrup.
eggs
or something.
and
it does.
Put
There's
it
a
in
lot
the
of
beer
maple
on this.
syrup in there. Okay, you ready for that?
I see little men in there with barrels over their shoulder just running around.
just wait. All right, go ahead.
no, it does not taste like nothing of breakfast, brother. Just saying. I mean,
Try it.
I did try it. It tastes like ass.
Okay.
You tried
It
ass
tastes
before.
nothing like breakfast, okay?
I didn't know you were millennial.
Hey, if they
Oh,
didn't want
millennial? Is
Just-
that what it
just
is?
eat
I
ass.
heard you.
Just-
fucking
if
just
they
eat
didn't
ass.
want us to eat ass, what would they put it in between two buns?
I mean,
I'm out on that one.
it's fucking horrible.
It's not great. It's
No, yeah, exactly. Thank you for
It's
you know,
strong. It's too sweet.
and it's
There's
nasty.
a lot going on with it. Okay, I will tell you this.
Oh, Ross
Does-
Boss, he knows what it is.
Does it taste like
He's
French
from
toast?
Michigan too, so he knows
Oh,
what
there-
he's talking
oh,
about.
doesn't.
Who is it? Ross Boss?
Ross Boss 167.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I follow.
It says that's a fall beer.
It is. I'm not
First
gonna.
snow on leaves. That's what you get.
I don't disagree with it, right? So it does taste like French toast. There is that French toast maple, a
No.
little bit of egg in there.
Nope.
Yes, there is.
I definitely I just ate a whole breakfast,
Yes, but it's
but not once.
it's really complex, and there's just so much going on, and I feel like it's a little overwhelming. In my opinion, Dragon's Milk is a lot like this too. The special edition, whatever it is, 15% Dragon's Milk that has this like a double chocolate marshmallow, blah 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 blah. I think it's kind of like this too. It just has
I don't
this
hate
too-
it.
this just has this too much going on with it. I agree that, but in a small dose, you couldn't drink a whole bottle of it.
Let me rephrase that. Drinking it, it's kind of, but the aftertaste is you sit there and you just
It's
let
good.
it.
It's
It's
not
like
bad.
okay, I'm starting to get a little
Right?
of this, a
And
little that.
there's not a lot of that coffee that you typically
No.
get from a stout. That's why I think that bourbon barrel aged kind of mellowed that out some. However, you can't drink a whole bottle.
No,
It's super. It's super hard to drink a whole bottle of it. It's almost too sweet. It gets you. It is what it is. But I'm gonna finish off this little drink of it. Okay, so we got through this little interview. Now, I want to touch real quick on how that weight loss happened a little bit, and then what you've kind of done to come back, and then we'll go move on to this other stuff. Rock garden is a thing in California, apparently, right?
Well, there's a lot of rocks in California.
and you made it your goal to go out and find every fucking one of
Every
them.
one of them, yeah. Yeah. Me and my buddy, we landscaped his yard with a bunch of boulders that we didn't find from the desert, but yeah, they were huge. I brought some back. That was the start of the weight loss journey. Is lifting massive boulders out in the middle of the desert.
Just sweating your balls off.
Yeah, and I mean, not drinking helped, and then just changing my diet.
Right. So you're like a eating one time a day kind of guy now,
Yeah.
right? So you
Oh, so like, were you actually doing the intermittent fasting, or just like I'm just gonna eat 1 meal and call it good?
Yeah, that's kind of what it was, intermittent fasting. But I'm not
but not
like,
intentionally, right?
no, not intentionally. Just
It's what the time had.
If you're busy and you're doing stuff or whatever, you just don't probably think of it. You know what I mean? Like it's the same people that smoke cigarettes all the time. They always got something in their hand, so they don't have to worry. They don't think about.
Did you find it
grabbing a
easy to
sandwich.
stay busy still?
Well, yeah. I did a lot of healing work with all my demons and everything while I was in the middle of the desert, and that helped me to eliminate the bad relationship with food that I had. So,
Close the mic up a
hello,
little bit. No, you're talking into the top, talking to the side of it.
the side.
There you go. That makes it tremendously better.
So yeah, being out in the middle of the desert by myself with just me and my dog, you have a lot of time to really. All you can do is deal with yourself. So
And
and
go on some vision quests. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
yeah, that too.
I mean,
Oh, you ate with
no bullshit,
scorpions
bro. I
and
mean,
lizards.
yeah.
Mushrooms.
yeah,
Apparently.
psilocybin definitely helped me with my quitting drinking and a lot of my issues. So
And you kind of did some cool stuff along the way, right? So you worked security for a couple festivals that were like van lifer festivals, right?
yeah, I worked the overnight shift and for this van community festival thing, and then I went on a crazy when I met this chick in San Diego, and
Who was smoking? By the way? I just want to throw that out.
She was absolutely gorgeous, and she agreed to go on the journey with me, and we traveled together up through San Francisco and up into Northern California together for a while, and it was a pretty wild journey.
PG. It was all PG.
Yeah,
but it
it
was
all
good.
PG.
It was a good.
Yeah.
It was a good thing. It was a good thing, right? So
Sounds like during life purgatory.
what?
To who do what?
Boss boss.
Says what?
Life purgatory. Sounds like a life purgatory.
Oh no! I think you know what? Like we kept in communication that whole time,
Yeah.
and it was. I had known him probably 2 years prior to that, and it was the happiest I'd ever seen him.
Honestly, since I've been back and trying to step back into this lifestyle, that has felt like purgatory.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've been in slow motion for the last 6 months because just things are slowly coming together, and it's working out for me, but it's just been like, when are things gonna happen? And so yeah, the journey was definitely not purgatory, but coming back felt like purgatory.
Yeah. Is there anything that besides your like day to day, right? So is there anything that you really feel like you miss besides like just like your, whatever, like you're like just being able to do whatever, like kind of thing? Like, is there something specifically that you miss about that kind of lifestyle compared to like what you have to deal with now? Besides like we obviously know, I should say I obviously know kind of what you have to deal with day to day now that kind of bugs you or whatever, but is there something like that like you didn't think would like you would miss that you miss now or whatever, something like that, like something that offhand that kind of feels weird now that didn't, you would have never thought felt weird before, or something kind of like that?
I mean, I miss I lived on the beach for 4 months, just enjoying little extracurricular activities and just doing my own thing. And now life's more structured, and you're back to being a normal person, and it's like, it's not this thing, but this is my journey.
Alarm
so.
clocks suck.
Yeah, I have to go to work again, and which is a good thing. I'm happy to be back at work and doing something and feeling like I have a purpose again, because before I was just didn't really have a purpose. I was just working on my inner self, and now I'm working on getting my life back. So
There you go. There you go.
it's been a wild ride, man.
What do you got there on the TikTok?
Ross just says keep pushing, stay strong. Hard work will pay off.
Man.
There you go. So let's get into this fucking thing. Just because you had to fucking say it. Okay. What were we talking about again?
The pool?
Oh, the pool. Jesus Christ. Okay. So I had heard something on another platform, and if I remembered what that platform was, I would definitely give them credit now. However, we're gonna discuss this as a team here, as a 4-person team. All right. So you're in a pool, and your boy's in the pool. He's your best friend, right? And he pees in the pool. Nobody gives a fuck. But if that guy gets up out of the pool, turns around and pees into the pool, you want to hang that motherfucker that day.
No, wait, they're standing outside the pool and into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a no-go, man.
Right.
If you're in the pool and you let it go, that's one thing. But if you're standing outside and
But what makes it that different? It is
The amount of disrespect.
It's disrespect.
yeah.
It is unbridled disrespect. It seems like something you'd do.
Well, what I'm saying is that myself, I'm a country boy, so I swim in the river. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're in the river drinking beers, having a good time.
And you don't have to pee for 9 hours.
You were teetotally fucking hammered, all right? And you're in the river, oh yeah, we're having a good time, and your buddies are downstream, and you're like, yeah, let it go. And then your buddies are all of a sudden
Would you ever jump up on your raft, float next to them, and then just piss?
No. I always try to keep it incognito. You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah.
So the
to where down
Hey, have a
river,
good night, Ross. Thanks for joining.
river,
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Down river they get that. Motherfucker,
The water just got
you just did
warm.
what? What happened?
The
Right.
water got warm all of a sudden.
And then you're just
Kinda
sitting in the
salty.
river, all
Claim
just
it.
chilling like this, going,
You got that one eye fluttering.
just a little bit,
Oh man. So
Okay. So like a hot tub.
Oh,
Okay, you peed in it. Does it bother you to sit in the hot tub that you peed in?
nah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't bug me one bit.
When you're taking a bath, you just sprinkle a little. Does it bother you?
Number one, I don't know when I broke my leg was the last time I took a bath.
Yeah.
However,
Don't
did
enjoy
it bother me? Probably not that neither.
I
But-
feel like there's a urine to water ratio.
Let me tell you the truth though. I'm a classy kind of dirt bag, but I'm still a fucking dirt bag. So this I don't. I'll pee outside. I'll pee on most things as long as they're over age. I there's not a lot of lines I draw in if I'm gonna be honest. And so when I broke my leg would have been the last time I took baths. Okay. Number one, I'm not a child. I am a fat, big POS. Baths don't do nothing but cover 25% of my body. at the fullest.
And you can only put this much water in because if you
Right.
fill it up, it's gonna overflow.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
even when you get down in the bottom of it, it's just you and your flaccid dick and your stomach, and that's all you're looking at. And
gotta roll
and
around.
some water, and then you gotta
So-
like.
I don't hardly ever take baths either.
Yeah.
But we have a big jacuzzi, and when I'm sick, I will go sit in that.
Okay, so are you saying how much? So
That's
a
therapeutic.
big jacuzzi, right? How much what are we talking? Percentage of body weight or percentage of body coverage at optimal water level. What are we looking at?
So mine's weird. Like mine's shaped like a triangle because it's in the corner.
Yeah.
And if I like kind of lay on my side, I could basically get everything but my right arm and head under there.
Okay. I don't.
If I'm laying down on my back, whatever, and like laying there, I don't know, 50%.
But I haven't taken a bath since I've been skinny, so I think I'm probably enjoy them now.
Oh, there you go.
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
You're a skinny piece of shit.
Stay-
No,
Hey,
Stay
welcome
tuned.
back, Wale.
Well, no bullshit. The last time that I actually was in a hot tub.
Ooh,
I
hot
was-
tub's different.
Yeah, hot tub.
No, see, you have to understand the situation of the story, okay?
How many people had clothes on?
Okay, so I'm in a secluded cabin
Okay,
in
so nobody.
Colorado.
Got it.
And we're going. There's these stairs that you got to go down,
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, I'm gonna go down, check the fire in the basement because I had a cabin that had a fire, upstairs down in the basement. I'm like, all right, cool. Slid down the stairs, fucked my back up. My wife
That
and
is
my
not where I thought we were going
my
with
wife
this.
and my son was like, "Oh, you just fell downstairs."
Exactly where
I
I
was
thought
like,
it was
"Okay,
going to go.
cool. Yeah, it'll be fun." Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna sit in the jacuzzi. I went and sat in the jacuzzi, and I drank like, fucking, god damn it, like 8-10 beers, and
You never had to get out of
other preferences.
Yeah. You never had to get out of jacuzzi.
Got out of the jacuzzi, was teetotally fucked off. Like, I didn't understand the concept of the hot jacuzzi and the alcohol and the mixture of the combination.
Yeah.
Let's just say that it didn't turn out good for the home team. Okay. It didn't turn out good at all. Because when I got out of the jacuzzi, I was like, yeah, I'm feeling good. And I was like,
The steps
crawling
are
up
yellow.
some stairs, with one fucking eye.
He stood on the
All
top
right.
one for 15 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
this escalator sucks.
Fucking horrible, dude. It was fucking bad. And it ended up in just shit show. And so, I mean,
Everybody's mad when you shit on the stairs, guys.
Yeah.
Just long story short.
gotta get the grip slip, you know what I'm saying?
Going back to the original thing, I feel like getting out of the pool and pissing in the pool is 1,000 times more disrespectful.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
but
I
I
mean,
also feel like it is also the equivalent of going to your best friend's house after he moves in and shitting in his toilet, who may or may not have a champion at this table of doing so twice over.
Is that a
Oh my
curtain floor?
God.
And it's not me, okay?
It's not me.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. It's not me. I didn't
But sure, one way or another, this is how we
Both
do it.
times. I
We-
forgot that I own that.
There's only two ways to assert your dominance at a friend's house. You either take the biggest shit on their toilet that has ever been shit, or you put your balls on things, and you take pictures because you have to have proof. If you don't have proof, it didn't happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
So
you have to have
Garrison,
proof. Yeah.
So,
Garrison moved into the house across the street from me.
Uh-huh.
And the day they closed, I don't know what ended up, I don't know. I went to the house. He wasn't there. They were
well,
still.
no, you were taking care of the house already, wasn't it? That's
Yeah,
how you-
well, because I knew the people who lived there before, so I was just getting stuff ready, I guess, trying to help him out as he was coming to move. So he had not been there yet. And I took the first dump in his new house there.
Right on.
And then when they moved from there, they moved to Central City. And I think it was he'd asked me to go and grab some before he could ever claim the throne. I went and did it again. And so in both of his houses, I am the first one to claim throne
and
to
then
that.
sit Snapchat proof out.
Yeah.
That's how you assert dominance.
This isn't your
Marking
domain.
territory, man.
That's just how you get her done, big dog.
Uh,
Dude.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
And the only way to get around it now is he has to buy a new toilet.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Buy a new toilet, establish your own throne. Like,
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
I usually go the other way. I don't. It is what it is. I'm a ball guy, right? So like my biggest thing is like that old school, like, oh no, I sat in gum, and then they turn around and they look and I have my balls exposed. So that's super classy. I
Jesus
understand.
Christ! I mean, why would you go that way with it? I mean, for real.
Oh, and I've done it, and I don't care, and I've done it for years. So the same friend, unfortunately, would do some electrical at his mom's house, and his mom at the time, God bless her soul, rest in peace, she had cancer, and we were helping her remodel the kitchen. And so while he was downstairs doing something, I pulled my balls out and I put them on his mom's refrigerator, and I took a picture, and I was like, I win. And then so to top me off, this motherfucker beside me sends me a picture, and he's like, guess the place and the thing. And this motherfucker put his balls on the door handle over here in the garage, knowing full well we'd have to use that door handle.
Christ.
you touched it too, walleye.
Oh, so fucked off.
I was like, I'm not even cleaning that. And you know what? At this point, it's been everybody. There's a whole plethora of things going on. A whole cornucopia, if you will, of people that have established that they have touched Kyle's balls as well.
For the record, I have not.
Do you have any news stories you want to talk about, or anything crazy that you've heard, or anything like that? Usually we talk about some news stories. We talk about some would you
The only
rather.
thing we had is that TikTok star that hit a golf ball in the Grand Canyon and got federal charges and then a big fine, which was just kind of like, don't hit golf balls into the Grand Canyon. Apparently it is federally not acceptable.
You know, if you knew how to hit a golf ball, I'm sorry, but the widest that's got to be is 200 yards. If you know how to hit a golf ball, you'd hit it over the Grand Canyon. I'm sorry. I just
it's been a while. Did you stop by the Grand Canyon, I assume, and take a gander?
No, I've been to the Grand Canyon.
Is it
on your little journey? Like,
is it wait. Have you ever been to Grand Canyon?
Did you drive a golf ball over the Grand Canyon? I mean, I just was asking. I mean,
it sounds like a missed opportunity, if nothing else.
So I went to the Grand Canyon once in my life, and I was like 12. I have a new respect for it now, but at 12 years old, it got hyped up this big thing, and I'm like, oh, cool, a hole.
So I have a question, and legitimately I don't know the answer. Okay. I was in the river, outside Las Vegas, that goes up to the Hoover Dam. Is the Hoover Dam connected in any way, shape, or form?
It's the Colorado River.
To the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
river.
yes, it is.
Right, because it's the Colorado River.
It leads from the
flows
Hoover
through
Dam to
what it is.
They actually took all the rocks that people threw into the Grand Canyon and made the Hoover Dam with them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, if you want to do it like that, you know, I mean, what I'm saying is that you have the Grand Canyon, the Colorado River, right? And you go down to Lake Mead. And right now, Lake Mead is like the lowest
Lake Mead is
fucking
isn't
level.
it one of the Great Lakes that's up north?
It's in
No.
Utah.
What?
Not one of the
No,
Great
Lake
Lakes.
Mead is the lake, the dam behind.
Yeah, right.
Oh, is
The
it?
lake
Exactly.
behind the
Oh,
dam.
Yeah.
okay. So I said okay.
So what I'm saying is that all this shit is way down from what it should be from the past fucking decades.
Okay.
So
maybe I was in it. So I went. I've only been to Las Vegas one time, and we took this kayak tour to the Emerald Cave. The Emerald Cave, all the Emerald Cave is. Spoiler alert, by the way.
do you get emeralds out there?
No.
So I've better one.
Spoiler alert, just in case you're trying to go and you're like trying to book a fucking thing in Las Vegas and you think that this is going to be like a great thing. Anyhow, you get on a lake, maybe, I don't know, and you travel down the Colorado River to one of the 3 original locations where the dam was going to be. Okay, so there is the original location, there is where the dam is now, and then there was another third location which has now been completely engulfed because of the river on the other side of it or whatever. You know, the lake on. Oh no. So we would have been downriver. Lake Mead would have been up above the dam. Okay. Anyhow, so that we were Colorado River on the other side of it. Anyhow, it was interesting. I will say it's interesting. I like history. So we got in kayaks. We went out. We do a tour. They show you how they get like, I don't know. There's like paper thin, like cool rocks. I don't know what the hell they're gypsum or no. Gypsum isn't right. It's drywall. Anyhow, there's like real thin rocks that like I don't know what they make them out of, but anyhow, it looks like jewels, kind of, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyhow, the cool history part of it was it showed where one of the proposed original locations for the dam was going to be, and then there's a like little tiny shack that had like a little garage that at one point housed a Model T pickup in it, and that's how the guy got from in town all the way out here, which was 30 miles or something like that. And then he lived in this little shack, and then 3 times a day he would go out on this mountain path that was the size of a loogie and like a piece of gum. Like it was just like, you know, like it looked like it was nothing. And he would crawl out, and then he would get in this little basket, and then he would like hand over hand his way across, and it literally, this basket looked like the size of like a laundry basket in this little tiny basket, and he would hand over hand across this area, and then he would get out, and then there's like a little walkway. The walkway is the size of 2 1x3s with like supports every so often on the side of the rock face above the river. And you would walk down so far, and then you would get in another basket, and then you would like heave-ho your little ass across the river, and you would go over and you would take soil samples and river depth samples 3 or 4 times a day or something like that in all, you know, like year round, no matter what the weather was like or whatever. It sounds like a miserable existence. But somebody did this for like, I don't, it was better. It was more than 10 years. I remember it being more than 10 years. But there was 3 guys that did this. One at that location where the dam is now, and then one just on the inside of the dam where the river or where the lake is now. And then they made their proposal because the one was a better location or whatever. Then the crazy thing is they built the dam, they put it in place, but it really didn't block the water. Earthquakes are what like settled the dam into place. The dam was built, set in the soil or whatever, and then the earthquakes that are on that like fault line or whatever is what like settled the dam into place. I thought it was super wild information. I never and I like that little bit of kind of crazy history or whatever. But I will tell you this.
And that had to do with the Emerald Caves.
I'm getting there.
Okay, that's a long journey
hey,
to it, buddy.
I like the history part of this. I will tell you this. It is a 2-hour or so, depending on the wind, journey to the Emerald Caves. The Emerald Caves is smaller, at least in half by this garage. So it's probably something along the lines of like 20 by 25 deep. And you have to be there at a certain time every day. And then the Emerald Cave part of it is that the sun hits the water just right, that the reflection on the cave walls is green. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like the buildup for this was just that this was some monumental thing. And you had to like, you go and then they like taxi you in, like the guides taxi you up and teach you how to back up in a kayak. And then like 12 of you pile into this area as big as where the Nebraska flag comes down, that big of the garage. And you pile in here with like your kayaks. And then that's the cave. It's like 10 feet, 12 feet high, something like that. And I'm like, this is the most underwhelming, most build up thing I've ever been in my life.
You know, on my journeys, I went to the Hoover Dam. I was like, I'm just gonna go see the dam and take the dam tour, you know. And I pulled up, and I didn't realize they had security and everything.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
I pulled up, and they're like, "We're gonna have to search your vehicle." I'm like, Can I just turn around?
Right? Yeah. Can I do that right now? Just
nothing but
flip a
hurt.
Yui.
Nothing
That's all I
but
need
hurt.
to
I'm
do.
just trying to.
Flip a
I'm
Yui.
lost, man. I just need to turn around.
I'm lost. Just flip a Yui and
I
get
was
it
like,
on.
I don't need to see the damn that bad.
There's nothing but hurt feelings in this fucking man, bro. I'm done.
Have you ever been to Mesa Verde there?
No.
No, and it's not the same area, but
Okay.
that place is pretty cool too. I don't know.
So fill me in. What's Mesa Verde? I don't know what it is.
So essentially, it's like a civilization that they had, and it's built into the side of like a rock face, like a cliff.
Okay.
And they got like these little tiny like freaking finger grip things, and that's how like they used to like climb up, and they did something with the birds, like and get like supplies or whatever.
Okay.
And you just see these things, and it's like they didn't have ropes and stuff either, like rock
So
climbing
there's
stuff.
rock climbing with like finger holes.
Yeah, and it's really cool. I'll show you. I'm just trying to find a picture of it. But you would look at it. I mean, these people must have had like amazing finger grip, or they all just died. I mean, 'cause there was no one there.
Well, that's I mean fairly possible, right? You just die.
they obviously died. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, we're talking about history.
That's super cool.
Yeah, all at once. So this is what it looks like.
Okay, no, that looks really cool. I agree.
And then,
looks a little Aztec.
I don't know if you
kind
can
of,
see like,
but in the
but
side,
they would climb. They said they would climb up there, so fucking ups down at one point, and it wasn't like everyone. It was a certain like what it was. Said I was like 12 when I was there.
the guy that
But
nobody
I
likes.
remember that more than I remember the Grand Canyon.
Oh, that looks cool. I like that's super interesting. I agree with this. I'm gonna give you the can on this one. You're gonna enjoy this one. Kyle's really gonna enjoy this one too. I know he is. So I'm gonna give you.
Oof.
I'm gonna give you the.
That Founders is tough.
It's tough. Yeah, I agree. You're gonna like this one though. This is definitely right up your. This is right up your alley. You're gonna like this one too. So that's that Mesa Verde thing is really cool. Let's get into this last drink. This last drink is Blake's Hard Cider. It's an apple lantern roasted pumpkin hard cider. It is 6.5%.
That's terrible.
No. Here you go. Ready?
That thing smells terrible.
What do you think? All right. I think you're gonna. It does. It has a weird kind of tinge to it. Part of it is probably because there's a little bit of that founder still hiding in there a little bit. Ready? Go to town.
No, that's actually not bad. It tastes like an Angry Orchard.
Yeah, with a little bit of a little bit of pumpkin on the end.
Yeah, a little bit of pumpkin tastes like Angry Orchard.
Right?
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's pretty good. I found that one at there in the Grand Island at the dam. You know the place I always go to.
It tastes a million times better than it smells, though.
I think, like I said, I think
but
that,
it does not taste bad at all.
I think
Like as
that
far as I
Founders-
would drink that for
I
sure.
think the Founders in the glass kind of messes with it, but yeah. It probably one of my pumpkins because I got so burnt out on pumpkin beers that is really warmed up there. So we've got a little bit longer. It is what
Haters
it is.
gonna hate.
Who's hating over there?
Oh, Nuke the Wells saying y'all got more hosts than views. Like, I don't know. We got 12 people on right now, so
It is
math's hard.
it is what it is. Shit happens.
We have fun.
And these are guests, not hosts, and shove it up your ass. So it is what it is. Anybody else hear about anything crazy this week that we want to talk about? While we're at it, while we're going around, what do you got hiding over there on your laptop?
These are just some little fact things.
Okay.
So a man once wore 60 shirts and 9 pairs of jeans to the airport to avoid extra fees. And he was taking a flight from China to Africa, and he wore all 60 shirts and 9 pairs of jeans because he didn't want to pay the extra baggage. And he wore it for the 11.5-hour flight.
Okay. Only some skinny bitch could do that. There's no way.
How long you going for if you need
Right,
60
60
shirts?
I think the funny thing though on that is, and I feel like all men are like this.
Too many shirts, bro.
How many times do you wear your pants before you wash them that you're getting through 60 shirts?
And only 9 pairs of pants.
Yeah.
What's that ratio? It's got to be what 1 and 4, right? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Give or take, right around there. 1 and 4, 1 and 5.
1 and 7.
Just
What-
seems
okay.
excessive.
So 1 in 7, you got a nasty ass cooter.
Okay,
So he's
no,
just wearing the
listen,
jeans once a week. 1 week.
9 pairs of jeans. Liz, I'll rock a pair of jeans depending on how the week goes. I'll rock jeans 3 days, maybe 4 max.
Depending on if you there's
Yeah. What's your gene ratio? We got the same job.
I'm gonna go with depending on how the day presents itself.
Yeah.
2 to maybe 3.
So
You know what I'm saying? I mean, depending on how the day represents
So
itself.
you
know
said-
what I'm saying?
you said yours is stains, right? Yours is gonna be dirt and grime and whatever, right?
Grime, I mean, it depends on what the day represents it, you know?
Where's your cutoff? What is the indicator that you need to change your jeans for you?
Oh, probably smell.
Yeah, smell.
It's ball smell, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's not fuck around on it at all. It is ball smell. If you can smell your own balls in your jeans, you're like, nah, bro.
Time to go.
I need to swap these
Well,
out.
I will tell you this.
Classic Mike says 1 day, then you only wear 1 day. She's laundry that often.
Yeah, right.
When I lived in Kansas, I was on a concrete crew.
I wear underwear.
okay?
It's more than 1 day.
I free ball.
We were pouring concrete
Oh yeah.
in the middle
Maybe
of
1 day for you.
summer. Okay. And these 2 guys I worked with, they made a bet. All right. And they were like, do not wash your jeans, wear the same jeans, see how long we can wear them. And these 2 motherfuckers, it wasn't me, not me, for like 2 weeks wore the same
Yeah.
pair of jeans. I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean, they're just at a construction job.
and it was one of those
not going to
construction-
church with them.
Dude, no bullshit, Kyle. No bullshit, dude. These motherfuckers got done with them 2 weeks of fucking doing their gagging bullshit. My dick's bigger than you, whatever. Dude, these pants were like concrete. Because we were pouring concrete, sweating our balls off in 120-degree heat. And they're like, yep, I'm putting these bad boys back on. And these motherfuckers stand up in the fucking corner, dude. Like,
They have to put on a
horrible.
leash on at night so they didn't run off.
Like, yeah, like,
Oh,
dude,
man.
are you kidding me? Like, dude, change your fucking britches, do whatever you gotta do.
For me, I've got to put up with myself in my truck for at minimum a day, 3 hours. In an 8 to 10 hour day, my minimum in my truck by myself is 3 hours. If I can smell my own balls, I'm changing them jeans that night.
So my shirts are usually like a one-time thing.
Yeah, shirts are one time.
I will go
Maybe
2,
two. Maybe
but
two.
like
At the most.
if I'm ever eating, without fail, it all ends up right here.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I try, even when I try to eat nice and
Oh yeah.
slow and all,
Yeah.
really splatters like every time. So my shirts are a 1 day because
No,
I always stain them.
Sloppy spaghetti, you're fine. It ends up being that one taco, whatever, and it's all
Yeah.
over your tits. You're like, what?
You're done.
What the hell? No, I'm right there with you. But
And then a man once legally changed his name for losing a bet.
okay.
And so it was after a drunken poker bet. New Zealand man legally changed his name to Full Metal Havoc, more sexy and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova.
What?
Oh,
His
That-
name is
that-
Full Metal Havoc, more sexy and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova.
You know, I actually got to give the guy credit because he threw Spock in there. Okay. I mean,
That he's
I
more
would-
sexy and intelligent.
I would run it to roll off
Yeah.
the tongue a little bit more than that.
Well, they were in a drunk.
Like
I mean,
Lance
when he was
Bangalore or
drunk, I'm sure
something?
it did.
Like Velociraptor McFlippin' or something. You know what I mean? Like have a nice
You know,
night.
McLovin.
so McLovin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. like some.
It's it.
But-
Simple.
But all 99 characters are now on his government documents.
Can you imagine trying to look at that on a license?
Could you imagine being like a bouncer, an officer, or whatever, like license registration?
This is bullshit.
What's your name? Full Metal Havoc, more sexy and intelligent than Spock, and all. Like,
And-
you know what?
and you know what?
I'm not going to do that paperwork. This is just a verbal warning. Go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Yep, done.
I'm not writing that ticket.
Yeah.
Even abbreviated, it's a long name. I mean, it's how it whatever it is. You know,
I mean, I have two
Yeah.
middle names, and that's more
are
than
you Hispanic?
No, well, technically, I'm half Mexican.
Is it like which kind of Mexican? Are you a
Like-
swimmer or a jumper?
Mexico's.
Oh,
I don't know.
when they ask you what type of Indian you are, are you a pull start or a push?
Well, no, I'm not Indian.
No, it's daughter.
No.
It's daughter
I'm-
feather.
All right.
Yeah.
You racist bastard.
No, not racist. I'm just trying to figure out what heritage you're from, son. That's it. Are you a push start or a pull start?
Okay.
That's it.
We're gonna get somebody fired at least. That's okay.
I don't condone anything ever said here.
Oh fuck! Now you're backing out, Kyle. I hear you, you little chomp motherfucker.
Well, this has been another disorderly fucking con. We got anything else? You just want to wrap this one up?
That's all I had.
We're gonna end it on the high note.
I mean, you got your grind of gears, or
Oh no! Hold on! No, we definitely have one.
I'll tell you what grinds my
Oh.
gears is these fucking techs that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
This guy, shut up. We've got one. We've been sitting on.
Oh
one.
my
Here we
god!
go.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
And everybody's gonna chime in on this. You want to start this one off for us?
yeah. So I definitely sent the snap out earlier this week, and how my family has no respect for me as the man of the household and supplier. All this stuff.
Just wait.
Yeah, you're the captain, right?
Yeah. I'm the
Providing.
breadwinner.
Yeah.
And
Bring it
whenever I
home.
get myself, so what happened this week specifically is I bought a 2-liter soda pop for myself.
Oh no.
Okay. I got a 2-liter soda pop for my family. I got them Hawaiian Punch. I got them apple juice. I got them milk. I got them chocolate milk. They had every drink you could possibly think of, and every one of them drank my pop.
Oh.
And I didn't get any of it.
Bastard.
Okay.
No respect. It happens all the time. I'll get something that I want, and if I don't hide it somewhere, it's gone. And it's like I get 2 boxes of it because I know I'm not going to get one of them. So I still only get like half of one of the boxes if I'm lucky.
Okay.
Well, I hear you.
I'm gonna let the two of you guys, if you want to chime in real quick, go ahead. I definitely have a prepared statement for this. What do you think? What do you think over there, Travis?
Well, my current situation, I don't really have to fight with my dog. He doesn't take any of my stuff, so
You got it pretty much under control, don't you, Travis?
He begs for that last piece of steak I got on my plate.
going
but,
on.
Yeah. I share equally with him. So I mean, I don't.
But you lived that domestic life for a little while.
Yeah, 13 years. So I mean,
So you're aware of this. Let's go ahead. You got a little something to say on this one or no?
Well, all I can say is, you got to live life.
Oh,
LIVIN.
Okay, so I got something to say about this motherfucker right here.
Oh,
Okay,
there you go.
so there used to be a time in a man's life where you became that you were the breadwinner, you were the man of the house, and you got the big piece of chicken. We're getting down to the bottom of it. You got the big piece of chicken. You got the largest steak on the grill. You got the pop that you wanted, and people knew not to touch Dad's pop. People knew not to touch the large piece of chicken. And that shit is out the goddamn window now. It is gone. It is in the wind. It is fucking fuego now. Nobody gives 2 shits anymore about the man of the house anymore. I have these great kids that the first thing they go for is the big piece of fucking steak or the big piece of chicken. You know what they do? They don't eat the shit. They leave it on a plate and it sits up in their fucking room, and then we yell at them for having their shit up in their room, and then they bring it down, and then there's food left on their plate. And I just want, it's one of those things that, like, at a certain point in life,
go, big dog.
In the 50s and in the 60s used to be able to close a door on your house and beat your kids in peace. And nobody said anything about it. And I'm not condoning in any way, shape, or form any kind of violence or anything like that. But respect at that point was understood. There was a thing about the people that
you didn't put food on your plate until Dad grabbed the tongs.
Oh yeah, it was a respect that you understood that the things that are provided for you are provided through blood, sweat, and tears of the man of the house that is doing, or the woman of the house. You know what? I tell you what, I agree with the same thing with my fiance, who will be my wife eventually. That she puts in just as many hours as I do and works very hard at her job. And so fucking Mike is getting him, trying to get him. And fucking bladder of a toddler is.
He's a struggle city over there.
Hey, fuck off.
How many of us are over here?
I'll
fight all 6 of you.
So when he calls in sick tomorrow, I'll understand.
I already got told to call in sick tomorrow.
It wasn't my way. And so there was a unspoken, completely unspoken thing that used to happen in the American household that doesn't happen anymore.
It's a different world, man.
And you know what? All I want to do is yell at the top of my lungs when I come in, and I've been outside in the cold on the grill preparing steaks and whatever, and I come in and the thing that I had for myself, because I'm the only one that enjoys it that specific way or whatever. I have a lot of medium or over medium eaters and chicken breast eaters in my house, where I am if it's still making noise, it's not rare enough kind of eater. And I will come in and like myself as God. I just will like Hulk rage out and like flip tables, punch holes in walls. Like, where the fuck is it? We worked too goddamn hard, and we put in too much work, and we sacrificed too much for us to be this small piece of chicken at the damn dinner table. And that's the end of my rant on that.
I think that's the end of the episode.
All right.
On that note,
here we'll let Walleye meander back over here with his
I'm sorry,
toddler-sized bladder.
Toddler size?
Toddler
right on your forehead, big boy.
And then we'll still be toddler-sized at that point.
Dig in.
Underwhelming is underwhelming. So this has been episode 20 of Unlikely Role Models podcast. We have been going at this for almost a solid year now. I know 25 episodes doesn't reflect that, but it definitely has been almost a year. I want to thank Mr. Walleye himself for hopping in here and hanging in and giving his colorful commentary for the episode.
You love it. And don't lie.
And then I want to thank my boy, one of my best friends, Mr. Travis, aka the formerly known as Fat Jesus,
but he's
now known as Slim Thick
like
Jesus.
I mean, Jesus.
and go Mr. Ghost over there. Round of applause for him. I appreciate you hopping in and sharing your super badass story about van life and everything. And maybe we'll hop into it again on another episode and kind of dive into a little bit more. And then I want to say thank you for everybody. It's 25 episodes. It's been a pretty rad ride for us, and we enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
And our damn schedules sometimes don't always condone the best week by week thing, but we're going to keep giving you as many episodes as we feel like we can push out, and we're going to keep doing what we do, and we've really enjoyed this last year or so of doing this podcast. We're just going to keep it rolling. I have been Shane, aka Mr. Horny Gnome himself, and this has been my co-host
Kyle, just Kyle.
And this has been Unlikely Role Models Podcast. We love you all. Drive safe. Do not drink and drive.
Hey, y'all have a
That's
good
not
night,
advised.
and we love y'all.
There we go. And if you don't want the bump, put it in the butt. Have a great night.
Oh,
guys.
that's what it is. boy.
Oh, we got 32 over on TikTok here.
TikTok. We're still gonna hang out with you guys. Don't go be